Hi guys, Mr. Scary here. I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm probably going to have to slow down my content lately. It's getting to be too much. Today's upload will probably be one for a few days. I'm not really sure on that as I'm not getting enough stories. Have been waiting on emails from stories in which no one has sent me yet, but I'm hopeful and I've got to give it a little while to get some of these stories up and going for the respect of other narrators that work full time on YouTube. Alright, with that being said, enjoy the video.
Mr. Scary Studios.
This is my first time posting on Reddit, so please excuse me if I make a mistake. This happened to me when I was 7 or 8 years old, and I used to live in Florida. I now live in Massachusetts. Okay, so in Florida, my parents and I used to live in kind of a crappy house, and the backyard was a decent size. We were robbed 2 times when we used to live in that house. My parents told the cops, but they didn't find the culprit. A few months pass, and my mom is in the backyard watering the plants, etc. An average height man hops the backyard fence. This man's hair was black and in a man bun. He didn't look Caucasian. He was shirtless with dirty jeans. The man sees my mom and says, "Oh, sorry," and quickly hops over the fence again and runs away. My mom goes inside the house and tells my dad about what just happened. After this, I really can't remember what happened. It's a good thing that this man was a wuss and ran away. Now that I'm much more older, I now realize that this man was the one who broke into our house and robbed us. It really angers me that we never got justice and that this man could still be out there robbing other houses. So stupid guy who robbed us 2 damn times, let's not meet again. This happened just under a year ago. I had just broken up with my boyfriend and he had moved out of our house. And my mom was staying with me temporarily for emotional support. We were sitting in the small living room at about 11 p.m. one night when there was a succession of panicked, loud knocks on my front door. Downstairs. My mom and I both jumped, and she gave me a weird look, but went downstairs to answer it anyway. She ventured down the stairs, trying to catch a glimpse of whoever was knocking through the window beside my front door. When she was closer, she saw a man about 6'2", wearing a tight white shirt. He was muscled and well-shaven, and seemed to be grinning at the closed door. She opened it gingerly, and we could get a better look at him. He was sweating bullets, despite the fact it was cool November night, and his eyes were open unnaturally wide, and he was still grinning. He spoke immediately. "Hi, I'm sure you don't know me, but I'm actually in a bit of a pickle here. I'm really hoping you can help me." It was at that moment that I had come up behind my mom, and his eyes alightened upon me while his grin stretched wider. I know her. I was nonplussed and more than a little unsettled. I had never seen this man in my life. His reaching out to shake my hand right afterwards, despite knowing me, didn't help. He kept talking faster now. "I'm Brian from next door. My key snapped off my lock, and I can't get into my place, and I just really need some help here. My mom cut in here. Do you need me to call someone for you?" He shook his head immediately. No. I just really need some help, you know?" My mom was done at this point and said in a level voice that she was just going to go upstairs for a moment, and then quickly closed and locked the door. We went straight upstairs and looked out the window. That overlooked the street my house was on. He must have stood at my doorstep for a good 5 minutes before booking it down the street. He didn't go next door, so Brian from next door Let's not meet. So when I was very young, my parents left me off to kindergarten or a daycare center. It's kind of the same thing where I'm from. My dad worked at the MFA, and my mom worked as a secretary at a private organization. One day, the kindergarten's doorbell is rung by a man which said that my dad had sent him for me to be picked up. He said he worked for the ministry and gave my name to the principal. The principal asked for his ID, but he was refused it by the stranger, who said it was in the car, and that he would be back with it. He never came back. When my mom came a few hours later to pick me up, the principal called her into her office and started lecturing her about their policies on how the kindergarten only delivers the kids to their parents and nobody else, and told my mom not to send anyone again. My mom, in total shock, told her they did not send anyone. A few questions that show how creepy this is. How did they know my name? How did they not go for any kid? They went after me. How did they know my dad worked for the MFA? How did they know where the kindergarten I went to was? The only thing I can think of is that we were followed around for a while. The thing that really spooks me is what my life would be like if I was handed over to the stranger. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.